Okay, carefully listen here. This is program for stack using linked list. This is a program for stack using linked list. We already discussed program for array. Carefully listen here. We already discussed program for stack using array. And in that program, we implemented stack and queue using an array. But this is a program for stack using linked list. Similarly, there is a program for queue using linked list. And we know that whenever we go for any linked list program, then we have to define a structure for that linked list. It is needed that you have to go for declaring structure for that linked list. We know that linked list is set of node, and each node contain one data field and one pointer field. And there are three types of linked list. Which are they? Anyone you can tell me? Which are the types of linked list? I am saying that there are three types of linked list. So which are they? Anyone unmute yourself and tell me which are three different types of linked list.
Single list, single linked list, double linked list.
Okay, so this answer is correct. Singly linked list, doubly linked list, and we have one more that is called as circular linked list. So these are three types of linked list. And here for this program, we are going for implementing stack using linked list, and we are using SLL. SLL means singly linked list, and this is structure for singly linked list. We know that a single node of singly linked list contain one data field and one pointer field. So here data field is indicated by integer variable, and the pointer field is indicated by next variable. As it is a pointer, so a star is present before this variable name. We know that whenever we want to declare a pointer variable, it can be declared like data type star name of variable. Here data type is a structure type, means here name of structure is node, so same data type can be used here. And here we are using a star, means this next is a pointer variable. So node of a singly linked list contain one data field and one pointer field. So data field is indicated by variable data of integer type, and pointer field is indicated by variable next of a node type, means structure type. So in this way, you can go for declaring a structure for singly linked list. Everyone carefully listen here. If you want to modify this structure for doubly linked list, then only one thing I have to add. Anyone you can tell me, whenever we compare singly linked list and doubly linked list, what is additional thing present in doubly linked list? My question is, if we compare singly linked list and doubly linked list, what is additional thing present in DLL? Anyone unmute?
Previous node address.
Yes, previous node address. So that is not present in singly linked list, but in doubly linked list, you can go in previous direction also. So if you want to modify this structure for doubly linked list, so what I have to do, I have to insert star prev, that is previous variable for that previous to store the address of previous node. Then this structure is for doubly linked list. But we are using this for singly linked list. This program is stack using linked list using singly linked list. So we are using only one variable, one pointer variable, that is next. Then here we declared a variable called as a top. We know that whenever we go for stack having only one end open, that is called as a top. And here top is not a normal variable. The star present before variable name. If there is a star present before variable name, then it indicate it is a pointer variable. So here top is a pointer variable, and which is of node type. Node means it is the name of structure here. So you can access members of structure. Which are the members of structure? So members of structure is data and next. So you can access members of structure using top variable, and top is a pointer variable. So my next question is how to access members of structure using a pointer variable. Anyone unmute yourself and tell me how to access members of structure using a pointer variable. Here top is a pointer variable, and you can access data and next. These two are the members of structure using top. So anyone unmute yourself and tell me how to access members of structure using top. Note that top is a pointer variable. Everyone carefully listen here. These type of question is asked in your oral exam. We are having oral exam on 14, 15. So such type of questions are asked, means how to access members of structure using a variable which is a pointer. So anyone you can answer. Any guesses, any ideas you are having? This is part of unit number 1. This question is part of unit number 1. Okay, I will tell you. If you want to go for accessing members of structure using a variable which is a pointer, then you have to use arrow operator. See here in this particular program, you are writing like temp arrow operator data, then temp arrow operator next. So you can write like this because it is a particular variable which is of a pointer type, and then you can access members of structure using that type of variable. So arrow operator is useful in case of accessing members of structure using a variable which is a pointer. So my next question is, if it is not a pointer, if I remove this, then this is a normal variable. So how to access members of structure then using a normal variable? If variable is normal one, not a pointer one, then how to access members of structure? I'm removing star before this top, then this is the normal variable. So how to access members of structure using normal variable? Anyone you can tell me which operator is useful for that? Whenever it is a pointer variable, we are using arrow operator, but whenever we are using normal variable and I want to access that particular member. Vibhute Sangram, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Vibhute Sangram, kai doubt hai ka tumcha? You raised your hand, so tell me if you have any doubt. Okay, if you don't have any doubt, I will tell you the answer. If you want to go for accessing member of structure using normal variable, we are using dot operator. So dot operator is useful whenever we want to access member of structure using normal variable. But here in this case, the variable is not normal one. It is instead of that, it is a pointer variable. So you can write like this node star top. Then this is a pointer variable. And as like in that earlier program of stack using array, we will declare same function init, push, pop, and display. We will go for same type of main program, means we are using this menu like printf statement. First option is push, second one is pop, third one is display, fourth one is quit. And then within that do while loop, we are using switch case statement. In case number 1, we are calling push function. But whenever there is a program like stack using array, so before pushing, we will check one condition like stack is full or not. And that can be indicated by using like top equal to max minus 1. But here we don't do that, means we directly call push function. We directly call push function. Generally, before pushing something in a stack, we check one condition, whether the stack is empty or not. Sorry, whether the stack is full or not. So if stack is full, you cannot push any new data into that stack. But here we don't do that. Any reason you are having why we don't write precondition like stack is full in case of this case number 1? Any reason you are having? Any answers from you? Okay, I will tell you answer. There is no condition in case of linked list. Whenever you are implementing stack using linked list or queue using linked list, then there is no condition like stack is full or queue is full, because we can create n number of node in a singly linked list. So there is no limitation on size, like array having a limitation on size that is declared at the starting of program. But a linked list uses dynamic memory allocation, so there is no limitation on size. In case of linked list, you can create n number of node in a linked list, so there is no condition called as stack is full as well as queue is full in case of linked list implementation. There is condition stack is full and queue is full whenever it is implemented using array. So there is no condition like stack is full, so we don't need to check whether that stack is full or not. So we directly call push function here. and break the case. Then in case number 2, we have to call pop function, but before popping, we have to check condition like stack is empty or not. So there is a condition present for stack is empty, and that is indicated by top equal to null. In case of array, it is indicated by top equal to -1. But in case of linked list, it is top equal to null. And if this condition satisfy, then this printf is executed like stack is empty. Else means opposite condition of if means top is not equal to null, means that stack is not empty. Then we will go for popping the element from the stack. And in case number 3, we have to call display function. No precondition required for calling display function. So there is the end of switch, there is the end of do while loop, and then there is a finally end of main program. And after that, we have to go for definition of this init, push, pop, and display function. As in a similar manner, in case of program for stack using array, init function is for initial condition. So initial condition is stack is empty. So that is indicated by top equal to null. Then push is similar to the inserting a node in a case of linked list. And for that purpose, we will create a variable temp here, which is of structure type. Then we will allocate memory for that temp using malloc function. We know that dynamic memory allocation is used in case of this particular linked list. So malloc is used here. Then we will take data to be inserted or data to be pushed into stack, and that can be stored by using variable temp arrow operator data. And we know that whenever we push data into particular stack, that is at top position. So we can write like this: top temp of next equal to top means top equal to temp. So we have to make temp as a top position. So the data which we inserted, that is stored in node variable temp. So we will make it as a top position. And similarly, we will go for pop function. Pop function is again similar to the deleting a node in a linked list. So here we will go for deleting a node. And in case of stack, whenever we perform pop operation, the top element get pop. So we will write like this: temp equal to top, and then we will pop element which is present at top position. And then we have to move top to the next position, and we will deallocate the memory which is allocated for this temp variable. And for that purpose, a pre function is used. And in case of this linked list program, we are using malloc and free function. And if you want to use these functions in your program directly, then you have to include this stdlib.h, standard library.h. This is for free as well as malloc function. And then similarly, we can go for definition of display function, like we are setting a pointer name as a PTR. You can go for any name, and that PTR is initially equal to top. And if top equal to null, then it print message like stack is empty. Otherwise, it prints the data present in that stack. So in this way, you can go for program for a stack using linked list. Output of this program is similar as in case of a stack using array. Suppose I'm running this program, so I have to go for compile first. And if there are 0 errors and 0 warnings, then we will go for running this program. So it creates a menu like first option is push, second one is pop, third one is display, and fourth one is quit. Suppose I want to go for choice number 1, then it is asking like enter data to be pushed. Suppose data is equal to 100. Then again, data is equal to 200. I am choosing same option number 1. Again, data is equal to 300. Again, data I am going for same option. Again, data is equal to 400. So now these element 100, 200, 300, 400, they are push onto stack. So anyone you can tell me how much element I can push here? How much element I can push here? How many element I can push here in this stack using linked list? Anyone you can tell me there is whether there is a condition called as stack is full in case of linked list implementation? Yes or no? Whether there is a condition for stack is full in linked list implementation? Yes or no? So answer is there is no such condition. So we can create n number of node, we can push n number of data, So we will restrict to these 4 element, 100, 200, 300, 400. But if the program is using stack using array, then there is a limitation on size, like max equal to 5. So maximum 5 element you can store or you can push into that stack, but there is no such limitation in case of this stack using linked list. So whenever I want to display, so I will go for third option, then it displays in reverse order. We can say that a stack is working in LIFO fashion. So your output is in reverse order, like this is 400, 300, 200, and 100. And then whenever we will go for second option, so the deleted element or popped element is 400, then 300, then 200, then 100, and finally it prints message like stack is empty. And again, whenever I am putting option number 4, then program terminates. So this is a program for stack using linked list. The program is similar as compared to the stack using array, only there are certain changes and output is again same. Similarly, we will go for another program that is nothing but queue using linked list. So again, here the structure should be present instead of what I am saying top here. In case of queue, we are using front and rear, and initially both these variables are equal to null, means initial value of that front and rear equal to null. Then we will go for same function here like insert, then init, delete, and display. We know that you cannot use like DELE because this is a by default keyword in case of C language. So instead of that, we are using like del only, that is for delete function. And then you can go for again similar manner. You can create a menu. You can call insert in case number 1. You can call delete in case number 2. You can call display in case number 3. Again, there is no condition like queue is full. So before inserting, it is not needed to require that or to check that precondition. But here before deleting, we have to check condition whether the queue is empty or not. So there are two options. Either you can check in cases or either you can check in uh, function definition. So here it is not check in case, but it can be present in case of function definition of del function. And then there is the end of main program. So init is for initialization, and initialization or initial condition for queue is it is empty. So it can be indicated by front equal to null and rear equal to null. And similarly, there is insert function, and insertion is similar to the inserting a new node in a linked list. So we will create a memory using malloc function for that. Then we will take data from user and store to that data field in temp variable. And we know that in case of this particular queue using linked list, we are inserting from rear end. So rear can be incremented here, and you can write like this: rear of next equal to temp means rear equal to temp. But before inserting, we will check one condition, like if front equal to null, then we have to make front as a temp. So in this queue, we are inserting from rear end. So that should be written here. And in case of delete, again, everyone carefully observe here. We not check that condition where the queue is empty or not in cases, but here we are checking like if front equal to null, that indicate queue is empty. Else means front is not equal to null means queue is not empty. Then we will delete the element which is at front position. We know that we are deleting in case of particular queue from the front end, and then front is incremented. So you can write like this: front equal to front arrow operator next. So this line is useful for front plus plus in case of program for queue using array. So this is the definition of this delete function. And finally, there is display function. So you have to display the element of this particular queue, and that is from front to rear end. Okay, so this is a program for queue using linked list, as similar in a queue using array, and similar output you are getting for this programs. Means whenever we are compiling, and if there are 0 errors and 0 warnings, so we have to run this. So it creates a menu like insert, delete, display, and quit. Suppose I am choosing option number 1, then it is asking like enter element to be inserted. Suppose that element is equal to 32. Again, I am choosing option number 1, that is 33. Again, I am selecting option number 1. suppose equal to 35, and again I am going for option number 1, suppose it is equal to 38, and so on. So we can create n number of nodes in a queue using linked list. So there is no limitation on insertion in a queue. There is no condition like queue is full. So we will go for displaying. So option number is equal to 3. So whenever I am selecting option number 3, so it displays whatever present in queue, and it is displayed in a LIFO manner. Sorry, it is in FIFO manner, means first in, first out. So a proper output you are getting. In case of stack program, output is in reverse order. But in case of queue program, you are getting output in a proper order. And whenever I am deleting that, then first element which is inserted, that should be deleted first. Means option number selecting I am here is equal to 2. So that 32 get deleted, then 33 get deleted, then 35 get deleted, then 38 get deleted, and finally a queue doesn't contain anything. So it prints message like queue is empty. And finally, when I am selecting fourth option, so meaning of fourth option is equal to quit. So compiler know the meaning of quit, so it terminates the program, and then we will out of from the output window. So this is for a program called as a queue using linked list. So there is a program for stack using linked list, as well as there is a program for queue using linked list also. I hope you understood about these two programs. You have to practice it by using this dev C++ compiler. You can download this compiler on Google site. You have to search dev C++ compiler, and you have to download it, and you have to install on your laptop or computer. And whenever after installing, you can save the program as a .c extension. Everyone carefully listen here. This software can be useful for C++ program also. So your program is C language, then you have to save as a .c extension. If the program is C++, then the extension is .cpp. So this is a program for stack using linked list and stack using queue using linked list. Similarly, after that, we have to go for program for a BST. So BST means binary search tree. There is a type of tree called as a BST. So that is nothing but a binary search tree. So in case of BST, we know that the values which is at right side, they are greater than the root node, and values at the left side, they are smaller than the root node. So this is condition for BST, and this is program for BST, and we have to create a BST, as well as we have to perform different operations on that BST. So operation means we can go for inserting a new node in a BST. You can go for traversal of a BST. We know that there are three types of traversal. One is in-order traversal, another one is the pre-order traversal, and another one is the post-order traversal. And finally, we have to go for searching within a tree also, or within a BST also. So anyone, you can tell me, if I going for in-order traversal, then what is sequence I have to follow? I am going for in-order traversal of a tree. Then what sequence I have to follow? Anyone unmute yourself and tell me. I am going for in-order traversal of a tree. Then what sequence I have to follow?
Left, root, and right.
Okay, so this answer is correct. You have to first visit the left subtree, then visit the root, and finally we have to go for visit the right subtree. So left, root, and right. This is sequence for in order. What about pre-order? Anyone unmute yourself and tell me. What is sequence for pre-order? Anyone unmute yourself and tell me.
Root, left, right.
Okay, pre. So that word pre indicate position of root. So pre means it is before everyone. In means it is in middle position, and post means it is after everyone. So pre-order means root, left, and right, and post order means again left, root, and right. So these are the sequences we have to follow in case of in-order traversal, pre-order traversal, and post-order traversal. These three are the types of traversal, and we are presenting here as an operation in case of BST. And then there are some more operations like you can create a BST, you can insert a BST, as well as you can search within a BST. So we will see this program for BST. So here, this program is using linked list, means implementation of BST using linked list. So we have to include stdlib.h for malloc and pre function. And similarly, we want to declare a structure for binary search tree. And whenever we see the node of binary search tree, it contains one data field, and then there are two pointer field. One is for left subtree, another is for right subtree. Means a tree having two nodes or two attachments present over there, like left and right. Then after that, we can go for create. We are declaring function here, like we are declaring create function, and a star before this function name that indicate this function returns a pointer value. Whenever we putting star before something, then meaning of that is equal to pointer. So here a star is present before function name, that indicates this create function returns a pointer value. So here return type is not a void. Instead of that, return type is name of structure here. So name of structure is node here. So we can go for node star create. Similarly, in case of this search function, again it returns a pointer value. So the return type is node. But for all other function like insert, in order, pre-order, post order, so the return type is not a node, it is equal to void. So meaning of void is that function return anything. So it means it does not return anything. So only these two function create and search are having a return type as other than void. So definition of this create and search function end with return statement. Then here we are going for a main function. So in that main function, we are declaring a variable ch of character type. What is use of ch, I will tell you later. And after that, again, we will create a menu like in order, pre-order, post order, and we will take one option from user and stored in variable op. Then in case number one, we want to create a particular, we want to call create function. So here we want to create a binary search tree. So you have to first check condition whether root equal to null. We know that in case of every tree, root node is for the first node. So whether the root equal to null, this indicate tree is empty. Then your created node become root, means root equal to 10. Then else means tree is not empty, means there are certain nodes present. Then you can call insert function here, and then you can go for either right side or either left side. So that should be present in the definition of insert function according to the value. You have to compare value of node to be inserted with the root value. If root value is node to be inserted having value less than root, then it is inserted at the left side. If the value is greater than root, then it is inserted at the right side. That is definition of BST, we already know. Then we will go for case number 2. Here we want to call pre-order traversal. So pre-order traversal is called with the help of root as argument. In case number 3, we have to call post-order traversal. And in case number 4, we have to call search function. So search function means we have to compare here root value and the key. Whenever we go for searching, there are 3 types of searching, like you can go for binary searching, you can go for linear searching, you can go for Fibonacci searching. But binary searching required directly go in middle position. But this is program using linked list, so we can't directly go in middle position directly in case of linked list. We have to start from the first node. So we are using linear search in case of searching, in this case number 4. And we know that in case of linear search, we will compare key with every element of array or every element of linked list until match found, and starting from the first element. So this is ending of main program. And after that, we have to go for create function. So create function is creating a node in case of linked list. So we will allocate memory using malloc function, and then initially we can write like this, left and right of this particular temp equal to null. And here return type is other than void, it is node. So this program this definition end with return statement, and it returns a pointer variable. So the pointer variable which is declared here is only temp. So you have to write like this, return temp. And similarly, we can go for inserting, and here we have to compare the data with the root data. If the data is greater than root data, then you have to less than root data, then you have to insert into the left side. And if the data is greater than root, then you have to insert in the right side. So this is a definition of insert function. And one more thing you have to observe here, this is definition of insert function, and same function is called here. So what it is called? Anyone you can tell me? Function call itself, what it is called? Whenever you are calling function itself, what it is called? Anyone?
Recursion.
Okay. So this is called as a recursion. Function called by itself, it is called as a recursion. So there is a definition of insert function, and same function is called here. So this is called as a recursion. So similarly, there is what we can say that definition of in order, pre-order, and post-order. So in case of in order, again, in order function is called, means this is again an example of recursion. So sequence for in order is visiting the root, then in order is left, right, left, root, and right. So we will go to the left side first, then visiting the root is similar to the printing data of the root, and finally we will go to the in order to the right side. And similarly for pre-order, we have to follow the sequence like root, left, and right. So first we will printf. Printing is similar to the visiting, then left and right, and finally there's definition of post order. So we have to go to the left, right, and root. That is the post order sequence. And in case of search, we have to compare key. Here key is denoted by X. So here we will compare X with the data of root, and if it is matches, then we will print message like element found. Otherwise we will write like element not found. So we have to see the output here. So we will compile first, and then we will go for running this program. So it creates a menu, like first option is create, second one is pre-order traversal, third one is post order, fourth one is search, and fifth one is quit. So I'm going for first option, create. Then it is asking enter data of a tree. Suppose the data content in the tree is equal to 10. Then it is asking, do you want to continue or do you want to enter more? I want to enter more data present in that tree. So I am selecting Y. Y means yes. Then it is again asking enter data of a tree. Suppose I am going for 20. Then again it is asking, do you want to enter any more data? Again I must want to do. So I am going for Y. So again it is asking data. Suppose it is equal to 30. Again I am going for Y. Suppose it is equal to 40. And again I am going for Y. Y means yes. Suppose it is equal to 50. But after that, I don't want to enter any more data. The data present in tree is 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. So I don't want to enter any more data. So I'm selecting, instead of yes, I am selecting N. N means no. After that, again, it displays the in order traversal. But because that first option or case number 1 also contain the in order traversal. So in order traversal of this tree is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. In order means it is in ascending order. And after that, suppose whenever I am going for second option is pre-order traversal. So it gives the sequence for pre-order traversal. Again, that is similar to in order traversal here, like 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. But whenever I am going for third option is post-order traversal. So that sequence is in reverse order, like 50, 40, 30, 20, and 10. So in this way, you can say that the in-order traversal sequence is in ascending order, but the post-order traversal sequence is in descending order. And we have to go for fourth option, that is search. So I am whenever I am hitting enter for fourth option, then it is asking like enter the data to be searched in a tree. We know that in tree it contains 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Suppose I want to go for searching 234 in this tree. Whether 234 is present in this tree? 234 असा डेटा आहे का ट्री मध्ये? Yes or no? whether the 234 is present in this, yes or no. So that is not present, so it prints message like element not found. But again, I am going for fourth option, and suppose I am searching 10, then we know that 10 is present in this tree as a data, so it prints message like element found. For 234, it prints message like element not found, and for 10, it prints message like element found. And finally, whenever I am selecting fifth option, then it terminates. This program particular terminates. So we have less than 1 minute remaining. You have to